Hey there. Sorry I'm not as up as I try to be sometimes, but my life the last few weeks has just been crazy. For those of you that have been here before, you would have seen myself and some people that helped me, support workers, sorting out my veranda, and I was so excited, and we're still putting a video together for you for the second part. But in the meantime, so we're talking about over the period of 3.5 weeks, shall we say, I've just been living a nightmare. My house is upside down and I don't even know what to say. So what happened was, as you are aware, right, I've been decluttering 40 years of my life. Anyway, we've done heaps, or I've done heaps. And my unit, while it's quite large for one person, has absolutely no storage. And while decluttering, I realised that I needed places. I'm going to take these off because I can't hold my head up with them. At the moment, I'm feeling so weak about all this, I can't even hold a pair of glasses on. So what happened was I decided that I would replace my furniture, which, you know, like I had just bits and pieces of lots of different things, stuff that, you know, I'd recycled, stuff that I'd had in storage for 20 years, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so what I decided to do was I'd been saving for a holiday, actually, but during the decluttering process, what I found was I still didn't have a lot of space to put the things that I wanted to keep. Story goes that I decide to replace my furniture to make more room, and it's been an absolute nightmare. Now, I'm not going to cry on this video because I've done nothing but cry for the last month, as well as some health issues with myself, and I have my friend that I'm going to do a video with, and she's been dealing with some really difficult stuff, which we'll do a video on later. But anyway, so let's get back to the furniture. So 3.5 weeks ago, as you would have seen in the last video, I bought some furniture. I was so excited to have it. I decided to go with all white, like the walls, because my vision is bad, and when I put things down, I struggle to find them on dark places. So I decided that I would buy this furniture and it would be white and it would be bright, and I would be able to easily see things when I put them down. As I said in the last video, I believe in upcycling and that sort of stuff, you know, trying to be good to the planet. And I bought two beautiful pieces. One was a TV cabinet, and one which would have storage for all Bubba's toys in it. And he loved sitting on top of the other TV cabinet to look outside and watch the birds. So that would have taken away from that big plastic tub I've got his toys in, and there was a cupboard, and I'd be able to put his toys in there, and his bed could go on top below the TV. And then there was a beautiful buffet that was going here, and it was just beautiful, and I just loved it. And I spent quite a bit of money considering how it come about. Lo and behold, the furniture arrives. It takes more than a week for it to be able to arrive, but in the meantime, I had to get rid of the furniture I had to make room for it. So I did that, and we'll do a video later on how that went and where it went and whatever, but we'll focus on this at the moment. The people come a week, and it takes a week and a half to get here. They were lovely people, beautiful people. When they arrive, they'd wrapped it in plastic for travelling, which is fair enough. But they used a new company for their plastic. When the furniture arrived, they and myself and one of my support workers, and it was on a Sunday, so it's quite costly to have somebody to support me on a Sunday, well over $100 an hour. They brought it all in, beautiful. I was so happy, I was so excited because I've been waiting a week with everything everywhere, put it into place, started unwrapping it, and the plastic wouldn't come off. The outside plastic would, but as we got down to layers, to the final layers, the plastic had actually melted into the furniture. There was going to be all sorts of stuff, look, I feel sorry for the people. They were nice people. But my house was in absolute turmoil. And, then that evening, we decided I was going to wait, and they said they were going to do something. But what they were going to do is they were going to have to sand the furniture back in my house, so there'd be dust everywhere. And then they were going to lacquer it. Well, I didn't want lacquer because I've had lacquered furniture for a long time, and over time, lacquer yellows. So I actually wanted the whitewash, which is what the furniture was, and then the base was what. Anyway, so I'm looking at it and I'm crying because I was so happy it was here. I was so hyped up during the period that it was arriving. I had stuff everywhere, and God knows. And then I'm crying about it, and then I'm realising what's going to happen. There's going to be dust, and then they're going to lacquer it, which is not what I wanted. And then I get up to go to the kitchen, and the cupboard that was here, I looked at, which I loved. They'd done a great job. It was beautiful. But then I noticed that one of the cupboards was open, which I hadn't been near since it had been dropped off. So I went to close the cupboard and it wouldn't close. So it kept clicking back out. So there was another thing. In the end, I decided that the furniture had to go back because it wasn't cheap. It depends what you call expensive and cheap, but it wasn't $200. It was close to $1,000. And for me, that's a lot of money. And I decided, no, I cannot have that too. And I'm not getting what I want. And then that cupboard didn't close, and I had an absolute meltdown. And my poor support workers at home, and I'm crying my heart out. I was already crying all day. And then when I seen the cupboard wouldn't close because the hinges were lopsided, and that could have happened during transport. I don't know. It's not my place. I'm buying it. It should come the way it's supposed to come. I decided, no, I can't do it. You have to take it back. So, and they were really good. They were lovely. A husband and wife, and I think they're just doing a bit of upcycling, a bit of side thing, whatever. Anyway, they were lovely people. I've got nothing against the people. They were very nice. But then I needed the stuff gone. I'd already waited a week and a half. I'd already emptied, got rid of all my furniture, sent it somewhere else, or was given away. And that was miles away, and had to organise transport for that, gone through that, and then they told me they can't come and pick it up for at least another week. So I was stuck with it. So every day I was stuck looking at this furniture that I was so excited about, looking at my house being in a mess because I couldn't put anything in it because it had to go. And here we go. Another week. Now, I get that. I think the husband actually worked away. It was maybe fly in, fly out, But a week is a long time to sit in sadness looking at things that you thought was going to be beautiful and you were so excited about. We get that sorted. They come, so that's 2.5 weeks, that process. Then they come and they collect the furniture. Once they've collected the furniture, I then go and, because my house was upside down, I actually had to find pieces quickly. And I couldn't go through that process of people doing furniture at home and that, and then it not working out. So against what I would normally do, I decided to go to some major manufacturers. Now, some of them, like the wood is like chipboard and masonite and that sort of thing. And I went to a particular company that back in the day, everything was solid wood. I ended up buying pieces from them at 3 times the price, exact same pieces at 3 times the price, because they were solid wood and they had this guarantee and that guarantee, whatever, because none of it means anything when it turns up and it's not usable. And I bought it off them. The first pieces arrive, let me tell you, because I can't see very well, and the majority, except for my people that help me with videos, the majority of the support I have are women. And we can't lift heavy things, and I can put things together, but I shouldn't be having to put expensive furniture together. And one of the criteria when I was buying it was that it must be solid and delivered in its form. No putting together. Guaranteed that all the way. Okay? Didn't take long to have it delivered, actually. I think it was 4 days. Mind you, I've had to have a support worker with me going to all these shops to look at all this. So they're being paid hourly, over $100 on the weekend. And they're beautiful people. I don't care about that. But the cost to go and look at furniture, all right? So I get it. And I was just broken. They guaranteed me that it come solid. It arrives and 3 or 4 of the pieces ended up being flat pack, which was exactly what I didn't want, because we couldn't put it together, which would mean that on top of paying more than double, nearly triple the price to another place I was going to, I was going to have it put together, I couldn't do it, but I was going to have a person come in and pay them and put it together. So the furniture arrives, and I don't know whether you can see here, this box here is a huge buffet that's going along there to give me extra cupboard space because my kitchen's so tiny, blah, blah, blah. We open the box, it's broken. Before the delivery drivers even left. So the delivery drivers take a photo that the main support legs on it are broken. Then I find out, because the main support leg's broken, I'm thinking, how could that snap off like that? So I touched it. And when I touched it, the bottom was not solid wood. It was not even ply. It was that brown cardboardy stuff that had a leg screwed into it. But somehow it was snapped in transport. Now, this furniture's made overseas, so there's lots of places it could have happened. Anyway, the young fellas that were here, they were amazing. They took photos, but they couldn't take it with them because they had other deliveries in their truck that were lined up for seamless delivery. So if they took that back, it would block their ability to get other furniture out and would actually ruin the whole day's deliveries. All right, I copped that on the chin. Within 3 days, they're back with a new one and they take the old one, and that's today. But the coffee table, which was supposed to be solid, and it's quite big and it is heavy, all right, and was supposed to be in one piece, come in pieces, flat pack. We'd rung them up and they said, oh, that's changed, like they've got 3 staff members. And no, you were definitely told I don't want flat pack. So we get the furniture. I have to get somebody and I have to pay them money to then assemble the furniture. So the man arrived today, all right. He takes the heavy coffee table pieces out of the box and that's broken. Has a major crack in the structure. But not only do I find out that the bottom of the original we're talking about furniture that was like $2,000 for the buffet, all right, was ply on the bottom, not solid wood. Then the coffee table had structural damage. Now, I've already paid this man to come out and put things together after they told me that it was definitely coming in one piece. So I have a nightmare. Anyway, at the moment, we're going into 3 weeks now of my house being absolutely upside down, and anybody that knows mental health, all right, knows that chaos is going to tip you over the edge. And it's just like the universe is telling me, like, you're not supposed to be having this. Maybe I should be living zen with a cushion on the floor, all right, and my Buddhist beads around my neck, and not have any furniture in the place I'm feeling at the moment, because for 3 days I've had to pay people to be here, to receive the furniture, to put the furniture together, and we're still in chaos. So that is why you haven't seen me. I will get back. I've got the second part of the veranda decluttering coming together, but I've just been so sad the last couple of weeks, and even today I've been crying, but I just, I just want to keep up with my videos because that's the one thing that's kept me a bit sane. And you guys, with your great comments and everything, you actually just help me to keep going. And I know it's silly to cry over furniture, and I'm not crying over the furniture, but if you've seen my house, stuff's everywhere. Anyway, so I just wanted to let you know that is why you haven't had a video in the last couple of weeks. And we were doing so great out there on the veranda. The veranda was looking beautiful, but because half the house is now out on the veranda, and the rest of my furniture has been given away or disposed of, in an eco-friendly way, I'm sitting here in chaos. So I don't know what else to say, guys. So I'm sitting here with my white wall. I actually am sitting on the new chair, and the only reason why, so I've told them they must take all the furniture back. We're going to see how that goes, because it's just cost an absolute fortune on top of the cost of the furniture to actually go and to have people here for when it's delivered, to go and look at it with me, all sorts of stuff. And the chairs were already together. The man that was here putting the stuff together had already put the chairs together. The chairs have gone together okay. They're quite solid. But at $300 for chairs, 2, they should be okay. Just chairs. And then the table was separate. It was from a separate company, and it went together lovely. And it was the company that I decided not to go with for everything else, because I wanted the more solid stuff. But I'm so regretting now my decision. And I just wanted to let you know what's going on. And I think I've been really good. I've had a couple of meltdowns when the first furniture comes. So this is the second lot of furniture, and it's all broken. It's got 10 years warranty on it. 10 years warranty. It's no good if you can't put it together in the first place. It should have been together. So I will actually do another video on the company's names if I don't get a satisfactory result, because it's absolutely disgusting. To add on to the thousands of dollars that I spent for that furniture, which I could have bought similar but supposedly not as good quality for a third of the price. What do you say? What do you say? Just craziness. And I did like the first lot, which was just gorgeous, and I love recycled stuff, so I was really happy. I felt good about my footprint on the planet and stuff like that. In the end, I went for this stuff because I've got a lot going on in my life. I'm dealing with stuff, and and I just thought, all right, okay, you're going to buy it the way it is. It's not as eco-friendly, but you'll have it for the rest of your life. So it's not like you're buying it and in 6 months' time you're going to be replacing it or, moving or anything. I'm here for life. And I just thought, okay, I'm doing the right thing. Anyway, guys, I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to say the company's names at the moment because I'm now having to negotiate for them to come and collect it all, because I've already had 2 broken pieces out of boxes. I've had to pay for the people that are putting it together, and I've had to have support staff here with me when the deliveries are going on and so on and so on. But next time I do a video on the furniture, if I haven't got it sorted, then I'll start talking about companies. Because it's an absolute disgrace. And we'll just see what they come up with. I mean, to be quite honest, they should be paying for my support workers. They should be paying for the people that come to put it together, because I still have to pay for them. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. So, anyway, guys, that's what I got for you today. I'm sorry that you got a blank wall because all the pictures are off the wall. My fridge has had to be, it's beside me, but it's in the wrong place because we had to move so they could construct furniture and whatever. You will see next video, I hope, a better outcome. And I'm just keeping my shit together as best I can. And yeah. But it's lovely to talk to you, and we're just it's hard to stay positive in these moments, but I have good people around me, and I'm sure we will come out with a good resolution to all this. Basically, take your furniture from my house and don't turn around and look back as you're leaving, because you have caused me no end of heartbreak for the last month. So, I don't know. Even the people around me just can't believe it. The guy putting the furniture, he goes, how can one person end up having delivered so many faulty pieces? So, by different companies. And higher companies. The lower companies, this table here is the best piece of furniture that arrived, and I ended up buying that from the cheapest place because it was the one I wanted in size. I only wanted a tiny one. And that ended up being the best out of the lot. So, I don't know, somebody put something in the comments about your experiences, because I'm feeling like the universe is telling me I'm not supposed to have it. Anyway, that's the story for this video. And I will see you soon, and hopefully I'll be in a better frame of mind. And hopefully I won't have shit everywhere, and I'll be able to get back to real life. Okay. Be blessed and grateful, and we will get through this one way or another. Okay. Thank you. Oh, don't forget, like, share and subscribe.